Well, it's a bit of a murky day, but the celebrations are massive here down at Groudle Glen because the railway is celebrating, Jonathan?
125 years today, right to the day, 23rd of May 1896, the original railway opened.
Now this in itself has been a journey. I don't know how long you've been involved, but certainly it's been a labour of love for so many people to have this going and to have this great day. It must be fantastic.
Very much so. So the original project to start restoring the line started in around about 1982, and at that point there was nothing left of the original railway. I've not been involved quite that long, but I've been involved since I was sort of this high, 14 I think I was, straight from school, and I've stayed with it ever since. But yeah, a massive achievement over the years to completely rebuild what you see today.
What was it like then? I mean, you know, those early days. You say nothing was here?
Nothing left at all. So when the railway closed in 1963, most of the track and all the buildings were taken away. The railways, the locomotives and the carriages actually did survive. They disappeared away from the Glen. Some went across to the UK, others went to other places on the island, but there was nothing left here at all. So when the volunteers started, they were literally starting from scratch, scraping, begging and borrowing to try and rebuild as best they could. We've been more fortunate in recent years in that we've been able to secure a lot more funding. So what you see now is to probably a slightly higher standard than it was in the 1980s, but it was very much a case of come down with your own picks and shovels and put your hand in your own pocket in those days, definitely.
I was hearing in the speeches today, you have to run these to a very high spec. You can't just have a thing that may wobble and shake a bit. You've got to hit targets and things.
We have, and of course as years have gone on, health and safety regulations have increased, and so the railway is operated exactly the same as any other mainline railway would be operated. There's a full safety management system, regular inspections, etc, etc. So as much as we're volunteers, we consider ourselves to be professional volunteers.
So many other sort of things in our man like the Laxi Weir were there to do work. This was always a pleasure, was it?
Always a pleasure railway, so that's probably one of the most common questions we get. What was the railway originally built for? And it was built to do exactly what we're doing today, a tourist attraction. When the Manx Electric Railway arrived just over the valley here in 1893, the Glen was developed into a theme park of its day, really, and the railway was built to carry passengers from the station here out onto the headland where there was a zoo and a tea room and back again. So it was a miniature railway in its day, really.
Now everything's done, is it? You sit back, relax. You just, I mean, you by the way, they went to go, so we can't be long here. They literally went to go. You just now have fun and games, or is it ongoing work?
Ongoing maintenance. Railways are expensive to operate. There's regular maintenance, and there are always projects we want to do as well. So the platform here has been replaced. The track work here was done before Easter this year. So there's always ongoing maintenance.
And this doesn't come cheap. And I know you've had some good sponsors and helpers.
We have. So a big thank you to the Manx Lottery Trust, the Scheinberg family, the Elizabeth Clucas Trust, Alan Chinnery Trust, and numerous other donators and sponsors over the years for helping us to rebuild the railway into what you see today.
And how did you get your licence, by the way, for one of these things?
Training on the job, actually, Paul. Yep, learning on the job.
Okay, they literally don't want to go. So thank you very much, and what a great day here. Groudle. Oh, when's it open? I mean, for the public.
So we're open now every Sunday, right the way through to the end of September. Wednesday nights as well, from the end of June through to the end of August.